Hi everyone, I'm the Boston Potta. Did not give myself that name, but well, that's what they call me. As they would say in Boston, let's get started. This technique is it's just going to be a quick video, but it's going to show you how to do this little popcorn type bowl. You can use a bigger bowl, smaller bowl, but this is how I do popcorn and make it look like this. But for the sake of showing you, it's easier to show you on something flat rather than this round bowl. So I'm going to do it on this flat plate. So you're going to take the Old Yeller 2368 Old Yeller, and you're going to squeeze some out, and you're going to water it down. So now I use this like a big number, maybe 12 or 14 round brush to do this, because you want this to look butter and look like butter. And the Old Yeller does look like butter, so I'm going to add water to water it down because I want it kind of thin, you know. And now I'm just going to soak my brush, as you can see, and I'm just going to put washy color on there. I want it to look like butter, so I'm just going to kind of swoosh it around. As you can see, I'm not doing a, I'm not solid coating it. It's just a very quick, easy technique. Just kind of swishing it around to make it look like butter. And if it's a little heavy in some spots and thinner in others, that's okay too, because that's what you kind of want. Okay, so that was quick, right? So that's it. That's all you're going to do, as quick as that. As quick as that. That's it. So now it's going to dry. It's going to dry quick because it's going right on the bisque and it's only one coat. It's the same thing I did to this, but as you can see, this is dry, so it's hard to tell. That's why I wanted to show you how it looks here. It's just kind of swooshy looking. Then you're going to take Polar Bear, and that's 2300 Polar Bear, okay? Here it is. They spelt it wrong. It should be P-O-L-A. But anyway, it's Polar Bear 2300. You're going to squeeze some of that out. You're going to, now I use this brush for the popcorn. Now this is, this brush here is the Aquilon mop number 4. It's a very small mop. It's actually number 6574 in the catalog. Anyway, it's a great brush for just blobbing color on. So as you'll see, I'm going to take the white. I'm not going to wet it down. I'm just going to, and I'm going to blob this on. So I'm going to put it on kind of heavy, and I'm going to put 3 blobs, like 1, 2, 3. So that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to make my popcorn. So then I only need 1 coat, because I don't care if a little bit of yellow shows through. I can make a small one. I can make them a little uneven. But as you can see, I can make it go right to the edge of the plate. So this is how I make the popcorn. It's just an easy technique. As you can see, I'm just kind of blobbing it on there. It's sort of what popcorn looks like to me. This is the best way I know how to do it, so with glazes. I will show it to you fired. So this is exactly how I did the bowl. It's just harder to show you with the bowl because it's inside, going inside. It's deep. Okay, so I've got my popcorn. Now, before you do this next step, you do have to let that dry. Okay, while I'm letting that dry, if I want this plate to match the bowl as a little snack plate, I'm gonna just clean off my edge with the sponge. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm just doing this. I would normally do this last probably, but I can do it while that's drying. So I cleaned off my little edge, and just to make this pretty like the other one with the blue around it and make it match, I'm using Blue Heaven 2305. I'm going to squirt a little out, and I'm going to use my sponge. And I sponged this whole side on. I sponged it all on. I sponged the edge. I did two to three coats of sponging on this whole outer edge, and I left the bottom white. So when I clear glaze it, the bottom is just going to be white. You can do it any color you want. But so I'm going to do this. I'm going to dab it in the paint, and I'm going to do like I did the other one. I'm going to just sponge a little trim of blue on here, because I kind of wanted to match the bowl. And you got to do at least 2 coats if you want it to be dark, or 2 to 3 coats anyway. Sponging goes on heavier than brushing, so you will be able to put it on a little heavier by sponging. So as you can see, I'm just putting this rim around it. When you are doing that, thing with the that blobby brush and tapping that down, you can see you get these little. Be careful for little white spots that you get kind of splattered from doing that. It tends to splatter a little, so you got to kind of watch that and go clean them up after. Okay, now I'm going around with my second coat. I'm just going to get 2 because like I said, it's going on sponging it on, so it's going to go on a little bit heavier. All right, so now that's all I'm going to do to that. Now you still got to let that dry a little, the popcorn. Okay, once this is dry, all the popcorn is dry, you can go along and outline them. Now I'm using a Fun Writer filled with Black Lab 2314. I'm doing double lines sometimes, and I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going right where the white is. That's about all there is to that one. Very, very simple to do. So give it a try.